Glad to have you with us from Charlotte, North Carolina, Jerry Richardson Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Navy midshipmen and the Charlotte 49ers. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. And the 49ers ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mids offense will go on the attack first. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. They send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
So the Charlotte 49ers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to...
There he goes! And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. All right, guys, let's talk about Charlotte. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year.
Snags it, and he's open. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The 49ers are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
It's complete to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They've spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Keeps it on the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Picks up the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the 49ers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking for a man. It's Harrell. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Still looking, on the move. They get to him as he throws. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Gives it on the option. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They feed him again. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Run it with the fullback. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the back. Spins away from the defense. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Makes a grab and room to run. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Navy operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. Gets the back moving. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep. Makes it past the marker. There's some room. Touchdown, midshipman. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
I love the jet sweep call. They're close to the goal line because it's a bang-bang play. He's in motion. The quarterback gets the ball right away, hands it off, and there's just too many things happening too quickly for the defense to be able to find the football, and they're able to run it in for the score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. So the 49ers offense ready to set up shop. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Makes a grab down the middle. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Charlotte. The extra point here would tie the game.
And how about that? Wasting no time. You go down, you give up 6 with your defense, but you come out aggressive. First play, Palmer, take a shot, down the field and go make a big play.
You're seeing both of these offenses now, David, have success trading blows these last two drives. If this keeps up, we're going to have a barn burner.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Quick spin on the run. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. The option, he'll keep it. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Fights off a defender. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Navy! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Harrell. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to take off. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Running inside. It's Middleton. Got enough for the first. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half. But before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with a look at UCLA in their matchup against the number 2 team, the USC Trojans.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
49ers head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field is Harold. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 30. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket. And that's a really good job by this defense because, remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
He'll get rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Using his legs, it's Middleton. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The 49ers line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Looking to pass. It's Woodson. Got his man.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. Breaks the tackle. Might have a chance. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Unloads it left. Got a man. It's Hutchinson. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Touchdown, midshipman. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Back to throw, it's Harrell. Bringing the heat. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. On the move. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The 49ers racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I love the aggressiveness and physicality of this defense. Third down, they run the football. You say absolutely not. This is a strength of this offense. Usually they're really good at converting third downs. This defense just stood up and made a play.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. On the snap, it's Barnes. And he's in, pounded his way in for a score. Touchdown, Niners! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Navy offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running to the left, and he'll be smacked to the ground.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense has settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Maybe a crease. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pulls it on the option. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Second down coming up. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put a bow on this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this